This is DIY with Ubok, and you are welcome.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ubok Ame and this is DIY with Ubok. So today we're going to be discussing how I started the bag making business and then made good money from it. So before you even skip this video or go somewhere else, we have free gifts for you. And the free gifts comes in three different stages: the first, second, and third place, and somewhere around the video. So if you're patient enough, you will get a free gift. Alright, now all the tips and all the guides I'm going to be putting up in this video are not only specifically for the bag making business in Nigeria or bag making business generally. It can be applied to any other business that you can pick one or two things and learn something from. And so if this is what you're interested in, so stay tuned. Now, so the name of my business basically is Ubiquitous Accessories. I named it that way because initially I wasn't very sure what I wanted to go into. I started Ubiquitous Accessories first as a fashion brand. So I was making wares and all of that, but I wasn't finding fulfillment. And I started out with footwears. I wasn't still finding fulfillment before I later rested or found my footing in bags and then bag making generally. And then it was called Ubiquitous basically because ubiquitous means everywhere, and I wanted something that you can take up anywhere. So my bag ranges from laptop bags, tote bags, school bags, corporate bags, whatever kind of bags, name it. Souvenir bags in itself. But most of my bags have been leather bags or bags that are within that sphere. Sorry if I'll be looking down, that's because I made some jottings and I wanted my line of thought to be well guided so I don't ramble and speak plenty of things over time. Yes, so what exactly do I produce? Like I had mentioned, I produce bags, leather bags and all of that. I design them, then I produce them. Or the clients could see a particular bag that he or she likes and wants me to improve on the specification. So for example, you see a brown bag but you want it in a black form, or you see a black bag but the zip or the placement of the zip and the number of spaces that are in that bag are not what you want an extra, or probably the zip is in the middle, the conventional, or in front, and you want it behind, probably because Lagos thieves, pickpockets have been picking your pockets too much, so you want it behind or in an invisible place where nobody sees. So this is what I am going to put up a picture of one bag that I had done for a client, and it was difficult for people to notice where the zip was. In fact, he wanted an improvement with other materials outside leather. Okay, so that's what I do. And how did I start the business? So I mentioned that I felt it wasn't something that it wasn't my first choice, but it's something that I grew to like. And then that was because over time I liked bags, of which I couldn't even afford some of the bags I saw as a 10 when I started out. And then secondly, when I see these bags I like, they didn't have the kind of specification I wanted. So for example, I see a black bag but I want it in its brown form, and I'm not seeing the brown kind of bag. Or I see a bag I like, the physique, the shape and everything, but the inner pockets and the placement of some things are not what I want. So I was thinking, why don't we have like bag makers, especially affordable bag makers here in Nigeria, that I could reach out to, just like you go to a tailor and say, oh, I want a cloth with this kind of design, I want a peplum dress with a pencil skirt and blah blah blah. Why don't we have it for leather bags? So that was one of the things that brought about this idea, and I started out that way. Like I told you, I started out with dresses, then I moved to palm slippers and all of that. Now I think I need to pause here and tell you that I'm actually a lawyer, but I enjoy doing things with my hand, and that doesn't stop me from doing my legal practice. I still do my 9 to 5 job, but I still create time for the bag business. And because it seems like the bag business kind of fetches more, I don't know, but it's quite lucrative for me, and I'm going to explain to you how I was able to crack that point where yes, this is a business for me. Okay, so now you'll be asking yourself, capital, I don't have all the money to start. How do I start a bag business? We see sophisticated machines here and there and all of that. Okay, so to start a bag business, you don't need all the capital. You don't need like 1.5 M to start or 100K to start. You start small. Now, how did I start the bag business? I started by making for myself. Now, the thing is, if you make a bag that you do not like, you can be sure or rest assured that somebody else will not be willing to pay for that bag. And here, this is what we are doing, is to make money from a business. And sometimes your passion, your creativity, you can make money from it. You have seen a lot of people that make money from their passion or their creativity. So, like I was saying, you've seen a lot of people that have made money from their passion and their creativity. And so, if what you like to do, or in fact, I know some people may not necessarily go into the bag making business because they have passion for it, they just want to make money. For me, I think that in this line of business, if you want to make money from it, you have to somewhere along the line create passion for it. You have to somewhere along the line like what you're doing, because there are times that there are some clients will be very annoying. They will give you some specification that they themselves, you both, like they do both of us we know that this is almost impossible, and on top of that they will be shouting and giving you some nasty attitude like, hey, my bag, my blah blah blah, and all of that. So it just needs you to have that passion and be creative and all of that. Okay, but so that's aside, talking about the money and the capital. So like I was saying, you don't necessarily have to have a large amount. It depends. How do you want to start? Do you want to start on a grand scale where you have like 500 workers, so you want to be doing international exportation? Fine, I love that idea. In fact, that's where we are heading to, and that's where, in fact, I've also started getting international clients too. But in this kind of business, if you do not understand what it's about, you are likely to lose money, you are likely to make a mistake. So our advice, start small, understand the market structure, how this works rather. So the thing is, you don't need so much capital. Now, one of the things, or like I told you, I started out with making for myself. Then somebody sees my bag and says, oh, I like your bag. I've not seen something like this. Is not common. This is not commonplace. But where did you get it from? I made the bag myself. And that's how you get your first client. Or you can also start with family and friends. I know that some family and friends are very annoying. They don't want to pay for the services. But the thing is, place a premium or a price to whatever you are doing. Now, when you respect yourself, you respect your product, people will also respect you and will not take it for granted. And so you don't need large capital. Now somebody may ask, how much is the least amount I need to get in starting my bag business? Now, there are some of those bags that necessarily don't need or require a machine. Some could be handmade. Now, I think I'm going to do a video on, yes, I'm going to put a video up on the basic tools that you would need or require in making a bag. Okay, so initially when I started out, I didn't have any tool, not even a sewing machine. They were basically handmade and used with gum, leather, putting stuff together. And then I got my first machine. It was a manual machine. But you know, as time goes on, you would want to, your machine, if your machine cannot climb or go or glide through very thick, it doesn't give you that beauty. So with time I improved. In fact, the machine right behind me was my second machine I got. I used it for my basic tote bags, and I don't think I got this for up to 50k as at then. It was quite affordable. Probably, I don't know if I should tell you this. Can I whisper it to you? It's about 30 something k. Yeah, I think, and I got it in 2000 and probably 2016 or 17 then. Yeah, then over time the next machine I got, the third machine I got, was the big industrial machine, and that's because I had made some good profits, and from my profits I used to buy my machine. Okay, so you don't necessarily need very large capital to start with family and friends, and then with time you improve, you get better and all of that. Okay, so how I made profit. Now the thing is, you also need to be self-disciplined. Some of us, when it comes to money, we lack discipline. We merge business with pleasure, and some of us also want to live the luxurious life. You want to live a very large, fanciful life. There's nothing wrong with it, but when your income is not commensurate with the kind of lifestyle you are living, it doesn't make sense. Now, when your business comes in, or when people make an order for a bag, you ask yourself, what's the cost of purchasing some of the items or most of or these basic items, what's my profit, and what's you should know all these things. I believe some of us did economics, and so I know that some may not have gone to a structured school, but from little market survey and all of that, you should be able to calculate your cost of production and profit and all of that. So it is from that profit you begin to save monies for purchasing more equipment. And some of the equipment I have right now were not purchased all in one day. It took a while. There was a growth. And don't forget that I told you I'm a legal practitioner. I was actively practicing law while, excuse me please, I was actively practicing law while I was also doing this by the side. I think that if I had ditched law and probably put in 100% concentration in bag making or the leather business, I think it would have blown beyond now. But now law comes with its own pride. Like, you just, I'm a lawyer. Don't mind me. That was just an aside. But basically that's it. I make profits from it, and you also have to make profits from it. Do not make people make you feel like your product is too expensive. The thing is, if you're offering quality, you're offering value, tell them, see, I'm sorry, it may sound expensive, but you don't want the bag that you use next day, it's gone. No, you want the bag that comes with warranty, and most of my bags come with warranty. In fact, most of the electronic products, after 1 year, that's the end. Some of my bags, after 1 year, you're still rocking that bag, and like for and on and on and on. So you tell your clients, I'm sorry, it may sound expensive, but I'm offering you value, and it's good money. Yep, thank you. So how do I source my raw materials? Now it depends on where you're living. I started out in Lagos, and in Lagos we have various places that leather bag materials are sold, or affordable leather bag materials were sold. I think somewhere in Mushin. Currently I've relocated to Enugu, and most of the time when I want to buy in bulk, I buy like for 6 months production or thereabout. I go to Aba is quite closer. Go to Aba, but we have some places here in Enugu, though it's quite expensive on the high side, and I don't not want to inflate the price of my product, so I have to buy in bulk. Now this is where you as a producer have to think logically. Now, do you want to buy your product in bulk? Where do you even reside first and foremost? You can also liaise with friends or people who are also into the bag making business and purchase in large quantities, accessories, materials, leather, and all of those things. So source, and when you're sourcing for your material, do not get substandard material. That's one thing that even affects the product, the end product. When you get substandard material, it affects the quality of your bags. It affects the quality of your, and this can also be applied to every other business. If you get substandard materials, your products will not last long, and your clients will not come back. In fact, there's even somebody, I just recently relocated here, and my neighbor has purchased 3 bags like within a short period, and it just goes to show that these people, they like my product, and they are getting value for their money. So, and another thing is that it even makes referrals. Like they make referrals about, oh, come on, purchase from this person, you get good value. So if you are purchasing substandard materials, be sure to just get a one-off client. If you want a client that comes back every time, get good material. Now the next point is, how do I generate or attract clients or customers? And now I'm gonna pause here, and for you to have watched this video to this point, it means that you are interested and you've qualified for the 2nd place of my promotion. Now I'm going to put up a link on how to be a part of this promotion somewhere in the description. So while you're watching, or you can just wait to the end, there's a place you're going to click on and you get qualified, or rather you enter into the 2nd place for the promotion. Yes, so, and this entitles you to a free bag with a discount. Okay, so let's move on to the 6th part, I think, and then that's how I generate or attract clients or customers. Customers are everywhere. The thing is, know your market. Everybody cannot be your customer, everybody cannot be your client, but know your market. So how do I generate clients or customers? In fact, my customers are majorly online, and good enough I also have offline clients, and I think I'm going to do a video on this topic, because I've heard people who complain, oh, customers are not coming, I don't have patronage. Well, I'd have to go and meet more babalawos up in now. You don't need any babalawo. I don't need any kopnomi or any special jazz to help you attract clients. There's a few tips and tricks on how to do these things. Now, when it comes to online patronage, there are a few tips and tricks. So I think you should look out for the video on how to attract clients. But the thing is, there's various ways to generate clients, and your clients should be online and offline. And if you're used to doing it the traditional way, offline, I think you should also step up the game. Come online. Most of your clients are online, and you get a wider range of clients or patronage. Now, another thing that has helped me to sell this much, because I think there's a video I'm going to do on how I sold over 80 bags in a month. Imagine, when I was even just counting, I was like, what? I could actually sell 80. You mean I sold 80 bags in a month? That's a miracle. But there was something that happened that made me sell that 80 bags, and I'm going to share with you. I think I'll do that in another video on how I made or sold 80 bags in a month. Okay, so now the platforms I sell and that you can take advantage of. The very first platform, okay, like I told you, offline. Maybe I should just skip and just tell you a few things. When it comes to offline sales, some of us want people to patronize us, yet you have refused to patronize yourself. How do I mean? You make dresses, you make wigs, you make bags, you make whatever, or you sell so products, yet you don't even purchase your products, you don't use them, you don't make use of them. Now, this is one way I get my clients. So for example, I know how to change. I don't call it off point, because every conversation I have with you has a way of linking me into another conversation. So I know how to direct my conversation from whatever XYZ to ABC, and then into my bag, and into ubiquitous accessories, and into purchase my product and bring out the money. And so it's a skill you also have to learn. However, your first platform for sale could be offline. Then the other part is online, and we have various platforms. You have your WhatsApp. I think I'm also going to do a video on how to use your WhatsApp to close deals. So people just have WhatsApp, and all they do is selfie, what's it called? Just do your selfie thing, and it's Friday, this thing on point, hair on fleek, and nobody knows what you sell on your WhatsApp. And on your WhatsApp you have over 1,000 contacts, or probably. Do you know that some people just check their status as a form of relaxation, refreshment, or to while away time? I mean, it's another media platform for some people, because there are a lot of things that people post on that platform. I think there was a time that sometimes I just get bored. Probably I would be reading or researching or working in the office. I said, oh no, what's even happening on my WhatsApp? And I go to my status, and I would literally find myself spending about 30 minutes viewing people's status. And some people's status could be funny, could be entertaining, could be enlightening, and that's a good place where you can sell your product. However, there's a way you can do it so that you don't become like a bug or like a pest, like it's the only bag waiting. There are interesting ways you can sell your product and still get the attention of people. So I think that's going to be for another video. If you want content on this nature, you can let me hear from the comment section, and then I'll be glad to share it with you. Another one is online platforms. Oh my god, Jumia and Konga. God bless the inventors of this platform, especially for startups like us. When I initially started, then I didn't have a website, I didn't have a good social media platform. In fact, I didn't even know how to go about it. But over time, when I started selling on Jumia and Konga, and it was making sense, I'm like, are you seriously kidding me? Like, I could make good sales here. So those are good platforms that you can leverage on, yes, in making money from the bag business. And for me, while I sold on Konga and Jumia, and probably maybe other platforms that you may like that I have not made mention of, my bags are pre-ordered. Okay, what I mean is that I don't make them down. you make order for them, and I produce them. Now, please do not even try my method because it may not work for you. I'm very fast in making my bags, so somebody can ask for a bag today and tomorrow it's ready. That's because I've come a long way and I have the resources or the strategy to go about it. But the thing is, another way is that you can produce these bags and then keep them, or produce them down, and then so that's one way to sell. Platforms I sell. And another one is Instagram. Please, if you're not selling on Instagram, chat me up. There's something you need to do. Yes, some of you need to create a business account, a business profile, a business account on Instagram, and then there are tricks and there tips and tricks on how to sell on Instagram and some of the social media platforms on Twitter, and yes, so just your social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. There are a lot and lot of ways to sell on those platforms, and those are the platforms that I leveraged on and that also generated income for me. Like I mentioned, I'm going to put up a video subsequently on how I sold over 80 bags within a month. And not just selling them, I produced them. Yes, like so I produced them and I sold them, sold over 80 bags within a month. That's one other area that has to do with how I started my bag business and made good money from it. Now, one other thing that you need to take into full consideration is networking. Some people are just islands. They think that in their business they don't need anybody. I'm gonna do it by myself and make all the money by myself, and I sleep in my house and enjoy the money, and that's the end. Nah, in this business you need to learn to network, and the social media is a very good platform. There are a lot of groups on what's it called, Telegram, yes, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, a lot of groups that you can start leveraging on, interacting with people that are also in your niche or the kind of business that you are into, and you will learn one or two things from them. Networking helps you, gives you an added advantage. In fact, you may think that this person is your competitor, you not knowing that this person can even bring an extra client for you. In fact, let me even give you one gist. There was one time I went to Mushin. That was before I got this new machine I had, or the bigger industrial machine I had. Then I saw the quality of work some people do who claim to be in the bag business, and even myself, who used to be an amateur, I felt like my work was way better or cleaner or finer or neater than this kind of person. But I wanted to know more. I wanted to find out how do they do. Then I heard, oh, there's an industrial machine that's not this type. This is just a tabletop machine. I used it for bags and clothes too, but that I could use. Then I didn't know, where could I get this machine? Where can I get something that is good, perfect, that will not give me problems or headache? And so I went to the market in my normal, oh, I'm buying extra materials like thread or needle or leather, blah, blah, blah. And every time I go to this market that's in Motion, whenever I interact with customers, probably the guys or the merchant, people that sell to me, any customer comes in, I greet, hello, hi, oh, you're also into bag, oh yes, and we get to talk and interact. That's how I met somebody who gave me the contact of one baba. No, he's an old man though, he's an engineer, and this guy took me to the market, like at no cost, showed me the machine, several types of machine, and helped me purchase this machine, brought it to my house. In fact, I was even feeling bad. I had to even pay him for that service. Brought me, like we chatted and Uber, brought the machine. He installed everything for me. And do you know, from that time, I think 2019 or 18, when I purchased the machine, this 2021, that machine has never ever given me a problem. I have never serviced it. In fact, when I was relocating, I was the one who dismantled the machine, brought it down here and assembled it again, coupled it again, as in, like, it didn't give me any problem. And that's the machine I used to do my bags, that brings out that beauty you see. Okay, so that is what networking can do. Do not underestimate the place of networking, interacting with people who are in the same field. That is how you can also, because some of them could bring in your next client, could bring in somebody that would help your business, could bring, see, do not underestimate. And that's why I'm really emphasizing this. The next one that also helped me make good money when I started the bag business was my online presence. Yes. Some of you may say, oh, people who are into the bag business, they have a website. When I said I didn't have a website, yet I was generating income online from my online presence. But over time, you may need a website, and sometimes you may say, oh, I don't have the money to sustain this. There are ways you can create even your free website and then put some links, and it directs people back to your website. There are a lot of tricks, and if you need a tutorial on this, I'm willing and ready to give you this. But do not forget, you need an online presence. And this point brings me to the place where I announce my first place. So if you have been able to watch this video to this very point, it means that you are qualified for the first place of my free gift. It's a free laptop bag. It's more like a school bag. It's beautiful. So don't worry, I'm going to put a link on what the promotion is about. Just click on the link, you watch it, and if you want to go enter into for the competition, you get it. Yeah, so let's move on. Yes, another thing that also helped me make or generate income, make good money from this bag business, you wouldn't believe it, is discounts, free gifts, freebies, and referrals. Yes, so some of us are just very stubborn. No, is it stubborn? No, stingy. Yeah, I know that you need to make profits from some of your products, but you also have to at some point do some freebies, and it has to be directional. There are times that I had, in fact, it's a trick. There are times that I have encouraged people to purchase a particular bag or a product, and they get a free bag. These are some of the things, and the good thing is that when they did that, they were even excited. It feels like buy one get one free though, but there's a strategy to it. I would also be glad to teach that strategy and how it worked for me. Alright, so please do not forget discounts, freebies, gifts, and then referrals, because sometimes you get your next client or your next customer from referrals. Yes, so the next point for me is, and this is where my legal practice comes into play. Yeah, you have to get your business name registered. Now, some people may not want to patronize you or do business with you because they feel like you are not legit, or you have no identity, no brand name, or no brand, or no, yes, that's the word, no face, no identity. And sometimes you may even want to start up an Instagram page. So sometimes you may even want to start up an Instagram page or a Facebook page, but you can't just start these pages with your personal name, because for every company or every business or every company generally is distinct. Every business entity is distinct and separate from your person. You see, that's why some people don't even make profit, because the monies that are coming from their business, they just mix it up with their personal funds, and they can't even give accounts. They don't even know the profits that they made. Every money is just coming into their personal accounts. Okay, so every business is distinct and separate from the individual. So that's why you need to register your business. Now, when it is not registered, people tend not to trust you, tend not to believe in what you're doing, believe in your product, or believe in your service. Even though I know that there are some businesses that carry the person's name, fine, but because it is incorporated. Another thing that some people want to be able to Google you and find you. Somebody said if you are not online, you are not legit. I don't know how true it is, but some people want to be able to Google you. And because I know that there's a platform that you can Google some business names and then find it where it has been incorporated. In fact, there's the CSC search. There's a way you can search for people's businesses and find it that has been incorporated. I think on this note, I'm also going to help startups. If you are a startup, you're a business owner, and you have not incorporated or registered your business, you can send me a mail. I'm going to put up my email address for incorporation. You can send me a mail and I help you with the process. Okay, so that's it. Like I mentioned, I told you I'm a lawyer, and this is something that I also do for businesses. I keep help businesses with their incorporation. And so this is one thing you need to do to cause people see how legit you are, especially because there's a lot of scam out there. People who create Instagram pages and they claim to be selling a product and you purchase from them, and after paying in some money, that's the end. Nobody wants to fall prey to any of these scammers. And that's why I would encourage you to get your business name registered. It doesn't cost you much. When it comes to registration of your business or your company, then different stages, I'm going to explain this to your help to do a video on that. And so that's one way that I gained credibility, because my business was also incorporated. Then secondly, another reason why you also need to register your business is because this gives you an opportunity to apply for grants and loans, and also open a bank account. Because I know that there are some grants or some bodies that offer grants, or even the bank, they want to find out if you have been incorporated, if you have been registered. So please, I would encourage you, get your business registered. Yes, another way I also improved, what's the word? Another way I also generated income for myself or made good money from the bag making business was to improve or work on my social media pages and visibility. Hashtag. See, I don't want to underestimate. Somebody was saying, why are you mentioning it? Who does not know it? See, this is your babe here. I wouldn't say that I'm of this generation, fine. It's expected that I know, I should have known. But there are some things that you think you know. Babe, bro, you do not know it. There's some things that you don't even know, or you're supposed to know, you don't still know it. That's an area where you need to learn. There are a lot of things you need to learn on social media, online visibility. I wanted a situation whereby you Google ubiquitous accessories. In fact, pause this video, go and try it now. Google ubiquitous accessories. The first, second, third, fourth, even fifth names or links you click on are my business, because I have tried to build an online visibility for myself. So, and you can get to that point where people Google your business and they find you. Yeah. Yes, another thing that also helped me make good sales and get good income was the quality of my products, my refund policy, apology, yes, timely delivery, and then customer relationship. Some people have very bad customer relationship. Now, some people will contact them, oh, do you make this? Can you deliver this? Initially, they'll be nice. Oh, yes. In fact, there was a customer, one of the reasons she patronized me, in fact, she asked me to make three bags for her. I met, in fact, she met me. She reached out to me from Instagram. And she said, the moment we started talking, her heart was at peace. She was ready to do business with me. Reason was, she said, all the other people that she had chatted up with immediately asked for money. Should I send you my account details? No. The customer wants to build trust in you first. So the first, when somebody contacts you, do you make this? Can you produce this? Or can you deliver this? It's not to send your account details. You need to build the person's trust first. I had to start by asking, okay, so how many do you want? What's the color? What's the specification? Where's your address? All those two. It became a conversation, and she found rest in our conversation. I said, you haven't even asked me for my account details. I said, oh yes. No, you haven't even sent me your account details. I said, yes. Okay, do I send it to you now? And the deal was done. So you need to build customer relationship. It's not about getting the client's money. And some people, when they finish giving you money, when they call you, it's difficult to reach you. That one, go work. You need to stop that. Even as they have paid, you need to follow up. In fact, there was one client who was supposed to get the delivery that week, and I think this is the first time this had happened to me, where the client did not get the product immediately within that space. It took like 2 weeks. I think it also because there was a public holiday, and then the delivery company could not deliver on time or something like that. As much as she called and as much as she sent me messages, I had to plead with her. I had to apologize. In fact, I even had to give her a discount, like a ridiculous discount, like just to show that we are sorry about what happened. In fact, she was still even feeling for me. So these are things that could likely happen. See, I cannot assure you that there is going to be 100% smooth ride, but you need good customer relationship. We are all human beings. You are dealing with humans and not robots. So people could throw tantrums and put up bad attitude. I got a client one time. Oh my god, this client with the specification. Although the client was even pricing a very ridiculous amount, though, but I think that was when we really started out. Not necessarily when we really started out, but was trying to get this client to trust our brand. And the client wanted to follow me bumper to bumper, zip. He wanted me to snap, send to him, color of thread. As I've started sewing, when I cut out the measurements and snap, like he wanted to follow to the minutest detail. This client really annoyed me, really. But I was happy that at the end, in all of his pride, he was able to say, no, good product, I like your work. So that was my joy. That was my joy. So you need to build good customer relationships. Some customers could really offend you, but just ignore. Then timely delivery, it's also important. If you tell the client that the person will be getting the product in 3 days, 4 days, whatever it is, just help the client follow up, track, whatever, so that they build trust in you. Then refund policy, make the client see that you're not. Well, I know that some clients that have brain touch. Sorry, but the thing is, if you know the quality of what you had given had a dent or probably a zip, a malfunction or whatever it is, be ready and willing to take back that product and offer the client something better. This will build trust. I can assure you, it has happened to me 1,001 times. The client probably, it may not even have been a fault of mine. Probably the client was too aggressive or too. I don't mind. I would help you fix it. And from that fixing, the client still brought extra clients. So it could be of great help to you, and it also help you generate more clients. Another one is delivery packages. You need to also, that's why I said this business is not a one-man show. You need to also network with delivery companies, and I don't know, wherever you reside, and you just have to look out for delivery companies that can deliver these products to your customers well. Then one other thing that has helped me sell, especially on the online platform, because they can't see this product, whatever you put out there must look attractive. I'm not saying you should put something fake. I'm not saying you should deceive them. You tell them black, you bring brown, or you show them this, you bring no. What I'm talking about is good quality, picture quality. One other thing that's helped me get good patronage is the good picture quality. And it may not be so out of budget, say your pockets, picture quality, whatever. You can get a good phone. In fact, you can even beg somebody for his iPhone or his Samsung. You can get a good phone, get a good picture quality, then crop out all the unnecessary. I'm not saying you should edit the picture that you will know that it is Snapchat or you are going to use one editing app. No, you don't need to do it. In fact, I'm going to put up a video subsequently on how I get good picture quality for my products. Yes. Another way I also made good money from the back business was that some of these online platforms, like online stores, have promotions that they run on their platform, and you need to maximize them. Promotions could be like Black Friday. You can subscribe for them. Tech Week, Easter holiday, back to school. Some of these promotions, if you leverage on it or take advantage of it, you're more likely to make more sales, because those online stores are making adverts for their store, and because you are registered on their platform, people are likely to see your product. There's a way this thing works. If you click on a particular product one time and you did not make purchase for that product, whenever you come online, probably on Facebook, you keep on seeing, you'll be like, how come these people knew that I wanted to buy this product? It's like it's following you or something like that. There is a way it works. So leverage on these online store platforms, and when they are running their promotion, you can also key into it, and you are likely to get more patronage around that period. The other thing is also you need to respond to clients promptly. I'm not saying you should be online every time. In fact, you can get somebody who would help with your media. But if you have the leverage, or you have the time, rather, sorry, if you have the time, you can be online. But as much as possible, try to respond to clients promptly. Let them not have this idea that, oh, this brand, they don't respond to people, or you sell a message, they don't respond. No, that is going to affect your business. Yes, and then as a business owner, in this time and age, you can't afford not to be technologically savvy. You have to be technologically savvy. Even if it's your Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, you must learn it. Because fine, you may say you want to pay somebody to do it, good, it's okay, but the little, I'm not saying you should know everything, but know at least a bit of everything. I'm not saying you should know everything, just a bit, so that if somebody is explaining to you, it's not like the person is speaking jargons, and then you can understand how monies are being channeled to use. Then the last point is that you need to trust God for favor and direction. Really, 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 this has helped me in my business. I've learned to trust God for sense of direction and for favor and for leading too, because this is a venture that I had never gone into. Nobody taught me. I learned on the job, and it was seamless for me. There was no serious, I don't think I made any loss. I'm sincere here. I don't think I made any, well, probably a little, but not a substantial loss. Probably they're just minute, but because I've learned to trust the Spirit of God to order my steps and direct me. And when it comes to direction, it's not just sitting down and then one angel comes to tell you do this, that. Sometimes it may even be in reaching out to people, like the YouTube video you are watching currently could be God sent. So these are ways that God had helped me in my business, and ways that also generated income and made good money from the back business. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know that for you to have watched this video to the very end, it means that you were interested. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and also hit the bell notification, so that in case whenever I produce more content, you are first, or you are notified promptly. Then this also brings us to the third place for our free gift. Yes, if you watch to the very end, you're also eligible for the third place, and that's a 10%, I think 10% discount or something, but you're eligible for the third place. And I'm going to put a link for you to apply. You can apply first, second, third, or you can even apply for all the three. For you to have watched it to the end, you can apply for all the three, and I'll show you a link, or put up a link on where you can watch and how to apply for this promotion. It's a laptop bag, beautiful. You like it. In fact, you have the privilege of choosing specifications you want, the color of the bag you want, the size, that's the size of your laptop. If your laptop is a 15-inch laptop, or whatever size you want, the number of spaces you want, rest assured you have it. And thanks for watching my YouTube video. I hope to do more content that will enhance your business and help you in your day-to-day activity. It's called DIY with Ubok. And then see you in my next video. Peace out. Mwah.